Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between and beyond to the Silver Gauntlets channel. Here for the Triforce Blitz tournament, round 3, game 2 between Egodev and Jace Dante. I'm joined here by xtremepsy. xtremepsy, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Third race of the day. Looking forward to it. Egodev taking Jace Dante earlier today in their first matchup. Hopefully we have a high-intensity sequel for everyone's viewing pleasure.
Yeah, and what we're hoping for, of course, is for Jace to take this match. So we're going to game 3, but, you know, it could go any way. I will admit, I have no idea what Jace's flag is. I obviously recognize France on Egodev's side, but the other one I don't recognize.
I swore I saw in race time.
Okay.
No worries.
No worries. Ooh, we're changing it. Oh.
That looks like a France.
Yeah, that looks like France to me. I thought Egodev was Brazilian. Am I wrong? Must be wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
Brazil v France.
Oh yeah, but we got a Saria song start and a cocaine medallion so we have no medallion starts.
An immediate divergence.
Temple. Yeah, immediately. 4, 5. So 4, 5. 7, 4, 5.
With DC power.
Yeah, DC path to power. That's pretty nice. Gotta find a bomb bag or a strength and I'll be off. It'll be interesting to see if these players will do anything particularly different. Like in the last few races I've commentated, people have been doing really weird openers, like going upriver immediately or going child immediately. I expect these two runners to immediately go to Kakariko though.
Yeah. Cat Graveyard, and you either hike the mountain or the river after that, typically.
Yeah. And I think the only really noteworthy thing right now is that Egodev is moving quite a bit faster than Jace, even notwithstanding the pedestal. Like, he's just moving really fast.
Just time to haul.
Yeah. And in Triforce Blitz, movement adds up quickly because you wouldn't think it, but like less time you takes, the more movement saves you time, basically, like quick movement.
Yeah. You spend an extra 10 seconds in a room, that's proportionally way much more of your race time than you regularly would have to worry about.
Exactly, yep.
Yeah, that's my curse right there. It's just, my movement isn't great, too new.
Yeah, and it's standard. It's like, at the end you might get into this casino situation where you could go anywhere you want, and it's kind of just like who finds it first, and that can erase any difference of movement, like just the other person being luckier, but that doesn't happen as quickly here.
Yeah, the only way to make up time here is read the seed logic better.
Yeah, make better choices.
All right, make good choices, people. I see from Ventnor that Lost Woods Foolish was the open grotto hint.
Yeah. And it's
Minuet. All right, well, our Sarias and Minuet are canceling each other out immediately, so...
Yep. Yeah, it might still be useful for dancing that, but... Oh, Iron Boots.
We're just going to put those back.
Give them back. Keep them. I don't want them.
And a mirror shield. Okay.
We'll also leave that. No, we don't want it.
Man, this is Go ahead.
Imagine if that was actually an option, like an NPC gave you an item, and then you got the option like, do you want this item?
No.
No. You get a stone of agony, put it back.
Yeah, you need a like a programming thesis, then the seed recalculates logic, redistributes items.
Oh, imagine though, that would be so cool. Maybe once we move Triforce Blitz over to the decompiled version of OTR. Or possible there.
That's a rupee on TARDIS.
Yeah. A red one, I think, but it doesn't really matter. No one's gonna pick that up.
See if Ego gets any fireballs to the face today.
Yeah, or Jace for that matter. I mean, he's about to do it as well. So far, so good, though. This is actually a pretty clean Danpei race.
Very 31, 32 across the pillars there. It's usually my measuring stick.
Okay. My measuring stick is, did I make it? Yes or no? Usually no, by the way. 51's pretty
51.
respectable. And a chest for his efforts. And his bomb shoes. Those are going to be very useful.
Yep. Let's see if we get more than 5. Yace hitting the jump slash. Saving a second there.
Yeah, that's a nice little trick. 20! Wow.
20. Oh, easy game is easy.
That's what you like to see.
Yeah.
And with that DC path to power, that's going to be very useful.
Yeah, that would be my next move.
Going to check the grotto and Kakariko first. Makes sense. You have plenty of chews. You can start spamming with it. No real concern you're gonna run out anytime soon here, unless you're playing really inconsiderate of your chews.
Yeah. Always set up scumming your chews. In all circumstances, even if you have 40.
True. I don't know, with 40, I might not bother.
Yeah, 40 I might just, start blasting them into a couple people for fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like Mido, for example, when he's blocking the way.
Yeah. When you get wrong dogged in market, trying to pick up Richard.
As a kid, I never understood why you couldn't use the bomb shoes inside of the market, but nowadays I understand it's just a pre-rendered background, so there's no geometry information or anything for those things to move off. But as a kid, I didn't get that. It just pissed me off.
Yeah. Oh, if you ever look at the 2D stretched out version of Market, like as the still, it is very disorienting.
Oh yeah, it's what's you call that? It's a cube map, I guess they call that. So it's only meant to look right in very specific situations. Correct aspect ratio and all that kind of stuff.
One of those things that proves OoT is a well-coded game.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is, because that has nothing to do with how well coded it is. It's just a design consideration. Grid of Fortress, foolish though.
Small chest on. It's map normally, right? Map and then compass is in the Armos?
Yeah, compass is the next one.
That's one thing that when people start calling out map and compass chests and dungeons, it's like, I don't know, I haven't picked one up in 20-some years.
Wait, has it been 20 years since this game came out?
25,
oh yeah, 25
right?
even. Yep. God, I'm getting old. Not 25, but I think it's getting close, right?
Pretty close. It's 98, right? So.
Yeah. So, one more year. I know I was 7 when this game came out, so I was like, that doesn't add up.
Some Deku Nuts. We'll see if Ego uses a pot to grab a skull.
Probably not. I mean, who picks up skulls on Triforce Blitz?
I've been seeing it in the past couple runs. I've been confused by it, but they're the runners.
That's fair. Oh, that didn't look right to me. Yep.
Oh. And pulled the second one right away, so
Uh-huh.
it would actually have been worse to hit the left side that time.
Yeah, we're just wasting juice now, unfortunately. That's better. He can't do the chew trick now. He'll die if he does that, which is troublesome.
Ego doing the side roll to line up here.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a small one. That's a big one. Could this be our path to power? Survey says, yes indeed.
Rubber boots.
So, you know, that could point towards two things, really. It could be most likely Shadow, but could be possible for accessing Spirit Temple, maybe for Vajra Logic. But... Oh, not a big one. It's a Triforce.
Beast number 1. Interesting. Well, we have no idea what that is. Or what that
I'm gonna
would be
say
for.
Wisdom, but it could be Courage too.
Yeah.
Definitely not Power. That much we do know.
It's not power.
Yeah. Gotta admit, didn't expect to see that. Recovery heart from the chickens. That's a sometimes in. That's concerning. Never a good sign when you start seeing sometimes hits. Especially in a seat with 16 total path rounds. That means there's a lot of overlap between those paths.
That might be the highest count total that I've seen with a sometimes hint.
Well, it makes sense when you think about it, because power, you know... Oh, another sometimes hint. This is a bad sign. You do not want to see this. This is not good. The reason it's not good is because this kind of immediately implies that Wisdom and Courage basically overlap highly with power, which would make sense. We already found one piece, you know, in the place where also the path to power is. So those two things treat like... A lot of steps there have to be equal, right? Bombs and stuff.
If its Wisdom is the one up there, no, you would just swap Hammer, presumably, for bombs. But if Hammer locks bomb, it could be in the back of DC for 5.
Yeah, it could be so many things, but the main thing we gotta take away is that the first 3 items on the path are probably just for bomb access.
Yeah. That was
and at
waste
least
time
the same
foolish.
for power as well. The point being is that we can probably skip a lot. Oh, there's Minus big chest, of course.
Boomerang.
Put it back.
Yep. That's a temple that's somewhat associated with water. Put it back. We don't go to those.
Jabu is worse than water. You can prove me wrong on that one. Hate that face.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
I'd rather go water temple. At least the walls are made of stone.
I also like water temple for like, you know, once you get 2 keys, you can kind of just do what you want. You can make a couple different plays. It's not linear at all.
I don't like much about water temple, but the one thing, another sometimes thing. This is highly concerning. And that's 3 already.
Dancing Dad is fire arrows.
Yeah. This is really bad, to say the least.
Yeah. I'm not even going to try, guessing logic or anything like that at this point. It's just, you know, read the hints. We'll find out everything.
Well, I think what we can safely assume is that the first 3 things on all paths are just for bomb access. Yeah, so considering how our players might want to play, because we already have bomb shoes, we might just, you know, not even bother. And we're just going to look at anything that is locked behind those other boots.
Yay,
for the power, at least. Altered Wasteland, foolish, okay. Useless hint, just one check. In the worst location, too.
Oh. Okay, he did get it that time, good.
Yeah, it's close, though. That looked a little bit hairy.
Yeah.
And Jace has been kind of catching up a little bit. Wait, no, he hasn't gone to SFM at all yet. But he did pick up a Faurora's Wind. When?
I swear, I've been watching the stream the entire time.
Yeah,
and missed it completely.
Same. I don't recall him getting that at all. Now I'm looking at chat.
FW on top of DC. He hiked DMT and then backflipped down.
What I normally do is like I look at chat and I wait for the answer to appear and I'm like, oh, I remember it was on top of DC, wasn't it?
You've learned my tricks. You are too powerful.
This whole like Horrorwood stuff could just be for ZL access, by the way. If there's no hook shots available and no Bolero, it could just literally be to get ZL. Which then means we need to check anything that's, you know, any dungeon behind ZL, which isn't many. Shadow Temple definitely is one of them. But let's think about it.
Shadow is pretty item intense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to say, because if power... Okay, so let's just assume for a second that the first three things on the path to power, or sorry, are the bombs to get into DC, right?
Yeah, so bombs is wisdom.
Well, yeah, obviously. But then the hover boots would be number 4 on the power path, right? That means there's only 3 more items left, with the first 3 items are for bomb access. So the question then becomes, what are those last 3 items? ZL would be 1. Then we would need Nocturne, Magic, and already we're out of items, right? So that can't be it, unless there's 2 Magics available somewhere. Like, it's not impossible, but it's getting really tight.
Yeah.
So I will be looking towards. I would maybe assume those boots are for ZL, but then where does it take
we
us?
already have iron boots.
That's
iron
true.
Iron boots hookshot ZL for water.
Yeah, maybe that could be it. It could also just be for it could also just be because we already have bombs and ZL. It could be storms to get into the well for power.
Yep.
Because that's also a place where you might use ZL. So I wouldn't be surprised if power shows up in the well.
Classic Blitz.
You know, I'm really scared because when I'm not commentating together with Ilagatswa, who understands the logic of Triforce Blitz like his back pocket, I was like, oh god, now everyone's gonna notice how little I actually know about this.
It's fine. I'll let you'll look like an expert next to me, so no worries.
That's the issue. We'll just both look like fools.
Yeah,
That's
it'll be something weird like Child Spirit. We'll just have never mentioned it the entire game.
Yeah, the jig is up. They'll know. Yeah, of course it could be Spirit. That's a very fair point, though. But even then, we need lens to cross the wasteland and whatnot. I don't see it.
Well, especially with a sometimes hint pointing at a strength.
Right.
If it was path, it would be a path hint. Same with those fire arrows.
Yeah, exactly. Or a wanderer for that. Well, it would have to be a wanderer for the if it wasn't part of the count.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking like silver gauntlets and then ZL, and you just push the block away, right? And then you can play ZL on the chest.
On the first chest there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Shoot the sun. Shoot the sun was another sometimes.
That's 4. Yeah, I think it's well.
Yeah. Well, the other thing, and you might be able to answer this with direct knowledge. Sometimes are not duplicated, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's
the one thing I didn't realize for the longest time.
No, those are not duplicated. I'm 90% sure. Oh, ice arrows. I don't want to see those. Put those back too. Just put everything back, honestly.
Well, but, the seed is telling us we need nothing to beat it, so...
Yeah. Another thing I would highly consider checking, that's ZL, right? It could be Ice Cavern.
Yeah.
We could go there right now. That's the thing, right? So, the current time is Oppona's song. That puts crossing way less likely in my book, because now we need a hook shot. That's 2 more items, right? So... Unless Requiem is hiding somewhere, but then where is it, right? So...
The other thing I'd be curious to peek with ZL is Composer Grave song. Because if that storms...
Yeah, you're right. I would also like to see that. Yeah, I would be really looking into Ice Cavern and well at this point, personally. That's where my thoughts are going right now.
Did we already have Goron City Hammer Chest as a sometimes? I don't see it. So that's another one.
Oh, that's really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This seed is screaming. There's stuff in Goron City that isn't, because like, what is that? Two sometimes hint in there.
Yeah. But sometimes hints, they don't really mean much. Because if that was a required item or an important item, then it would be Wanderer.
Yeah,
or Path for that matter.
Maybe that doesn't apply. Can a sometimes hinted location be hinted foolish?
I don't... Can a sometimes location be foolish? I think so, because sometimes hints are just random. They just point out, like they're just picked from a list.
Yep. No, I got you.
I really want Egodev to head into Ice Cavern. If they know the setup, that is.
Yeah.
No, he might be. He's climbing up the ladder again. If you're going down the river, doesn't he?
Yeah. But he's lacking a bottle, right?
Yeah, that is true, actually, now you mentioned that. Yeah, we're not going to do anything in Ice Cavern. Well, but that makes a lot more sense, because now we need CL, right? And we need a bottle. Oh, then we're really close to 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's... So our theory was bombs was number 4, hovers is number 5, ZL is 6.
So either storms or bottle would be 7, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it checks out. That's what I would be thinking. Unless bombs are 5, we still have to consider that option as well, right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
It could be courage, we just don't know yet. And actually finding the bombs would give us a lot of information in that regard. OGC Foolish. I swear more bomb shoes. Fantastic. I swear every single time it's us I get into Castle Foolish and Haunted Wasteland Foolish. I swear Blitz does it on purpose. I'm not sure if I'm really feeling the child play here, personally.
I guess we haven't looked at we haven't seen songs at Lon Lon or Saria's.
Yeah, but I really want to see what's on the Composer Grave, personally.
Yeah, but there's also a Goron City Path Power, right? So with ZL and Saria's.
Oh,
we know Dancing Dad. Sorry, Dancing Dancing Dad is fire arrows.
Yeah. Now, a sometimes hint can never point towards a Wanderer or what's it called, Path hint, because then it would be hinted. Wait, hold on.
Graveyard Wisdom. Graveyard Wisdom.
Yeah, that's what we get. We didn't get anything there yet.
No.
Other than bomb shoes, but that can't be it. But wait, if that's Path to Wisdom, then
yeah, that's screaming Sprint to Composer Grave.
Yeah, but wait, hold on, no, that has to be Dempe digging. Surely, because if Wisdom or I don't know, we'll have to see what is there, but it makes no sense to me. God, I wish I was better at explaining these things, so I could actually explain my reasoning why I feel like that can't be the grave, the Composer Grave.
We could. It would have to just be like a general check in bottom of the well, because. So the thing with well, of course, is if 3 keys lock the back 2, right? The Keys and like cage. So you can be bomb and ZL locked out of those 2 checks, even if you find a key anywhere else in the thing, and you can get it out of logic.
Yep.
So it could be something weird like Song of Storms into well, for something. And then ZL ends up being the logic to get the back two.
I don't know. It doesn't add up to me. Because
it doesn't feel right to me either, but it could happen.
Well, let's consider ZL is for a moment. If we see a Bolero somewhere, of course, that hover boot theory just goes out the window. But it would surprise me if we saw it anywhere else, because that's the only thing we got in DC so far. Admittedly, we haven't seen the back of DC yet. It could just be a pair of bait boots. You never know. And I'm not sold on this child play. Regardless, I would be wanting to check the composer's grave before anything else.
There is no logic math in this. Everything sometimes. Get your hints, get the items, you win.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that looks a lot better, Shanik. Thank you. We have a command for that, don't we? Did I just see a skull?
Indeed, we did get a skull, and I think just to waste some time, because it's nighttime.
Ah, fair.
Go on to the fast. Okay, so there it is. I had missed that one, but now I've seen it myself. Not that I doubted you or anything, but I was just curious where it was.
That's fine. Very first match I calmed, I thought I saw magic on top of Dodongo's cavern. It was not, so...
What was it, though?
I think it was a wallet.
Wait, those look very different. How do you mistake those two for each other?
The color, right? So you're running up, you got the same kind of shape, but I use Plando colors in mine, so my magic isn't that dark green.
Oh, fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Is that another one? Rolling boulders in water is a milk bottle.
Yeah, that's 5. That is... Yeah, I don't know. There's a bracelet. Yeah, there's 2 things I would have liked to have seen different. We had 20 choose, right? And after we checked the bridge piece in DC, I honestly would have liked to have seen them continue and just clear DC. I mean, you have full... you've already seen a couple of sometimes hints at that point. It's path to power. I would clear it. It gives you against castle access too, right? I feel like the risks are so low. Of course, they might not know how to do the strat, but...
Oh yeah, Jack's pointing out you'd have to be able to do your bomb chew strat KD.
Yeah.
With either your backflips or your ground jumps.
Which is not easy, I'll admit as much, but...
All I can say about that is I get it 100% of the time in practice.
It's great. Yeah, now we're following this Requiem. I don't like this. I don't. This feels way too deep for me. We'll see. I mean, anything for songs, I guess, but...
Fun song.
On Ravage Village. On Burning Cat. We'll see what's here, but I don't think it's going to be storms. It's Nocturne. Which is good, we can route back to Kakariko quickly now. Which is where we should be, I think.
Yep. And right into that other graveyard song.
They're playing Minuet. Alright, get another song, fair enough. Also not storms, as you would predict. This is good though, we can go get our storm song and then we can go right over to One on the Well. Or I guess we're not playing Nocturne?
Checking more hint stones on top of SFM.
Well, we've done this already as an adult, right? Yeah,
maybe Jace didn't do the Scrub Grotto.
Okay.
Oh, no, just blowing past it.
No, we're checking Koki's sword chest, I'm guessing. And then we're gonna play Nocturne. Ah, no, I don't like this. This is a lot of time for one check.
Yep.
This has better. Maybe Jace knows something we don't, though. Or at least presumes something we don't.
Yep. As I say time and time again, they're the ones still in the tournament, so they know better than me at the best of time.
Or true, and I don't even play. I don't even play Rando, so what can I say?
A short reprieve where both players going through tunnels.
Where is Jace going? And Ego also playing, which makes sense, get the song, but is he going to check Nocturne after that? Or wait, he hasn't played Requiem yet, never mind.
Yeah.
He'll probably do it after this.
Maybe Requiem from here.
Yeah, I imagine. There we go. Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
I know for a fact Egodev knows that Graveyard is path. I don't know if Jace knows that. I think that hint was...
Oh, that was that was Bolda Destiny hint.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's see what song we get here, then. Oh, we know already, but... I got a feeling he's gonna play Nocturne after this.
Yeah. Probably check the stone, peek the arch, right?
Mm-hmm. Probably. I don't know, he might not even peek the arch at this point, I think.
Yeah, Lost Woods is foolish.
It is. check the total arch, and then I don't know what that is. Okay, we're gonna check. Makes sense. We got ZL, from the Bolero. We're gonna check this. I don't disagree with this at all.
Yeah,
Ooh,
ZL is. I think ZL is actually our deepest step item right now, right?
Right now, yes, because it came after the hovers. And as far as we know right now, it's hovers locked. Because I'm going to assume the first 4 on each path is for bombs. That makes sense to me, intuitively. Jace really wants these fire arrows, it seems. Or maybe he's going for...
pot strats. With
Alright.
choose.
Ego, where are we going next? I should put in the dance, honestly, which the animation should always play. It's just more fun. I don't think anyone would actually, mind that much.
The 1 per minute animation cutscene.
Maybe speed it up a little,
I'd like that for Link the Goron. Once you blow him up, it's like, just instantly get him up. And, yes, everyone's in Fire Temple. We got it for the 1000th time. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, so you don't actually misclick as well. Oh, we're waiting for the nighttime. This is really clever, actually.
Yeah, for Dampe.
Yeah, Dampe time. This is good routing, I like it.
Yeah.
And we're seeing the bomb juice strategy by Jace. That looks pretty good to me. Yeah, that should be it. Someone's been practicing. And we're off to the graveyard. There's Silver Gauntlets. Get your emotes ready. Wait, what was that? Something to the path of power, but I missed it. Wait. Egodev, what are we doing?
Checking digging first. So I'm assuming so he can warp out of the grave.
Fair enough. Oh, that's a slingshot. That isn't it. I would hope. That can be it.
Forest path power.
Oh, Kiri Forest or Forest Temple?
Ikiri Forest.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I expect this to be storms, for the record. I really do. Because that would add up. Because then we have Boots 5, CL 6, Storm 7. It all checks out. Power isn't well.
And Rudo's is our... Yep. Wait, is this one of the rare Blitz seeds where we don't have a Jabu Foolish hint already?
Nope.
Ooh, who rolled this?
I think my website.
Yeah. At the end of the day, no matter what, spell is guilty.
Hey, look at this. Don't call me a psychic, but I called it. I'm glad I you know what I'm happy about? I'm happy to know that I can at least read logic a little bit. That makes me very happy.
Using the left side for the flame storage.
Yeah. Oh, that might have been a bit too long. No, makes it.
Got it.
Yeah. That was close, but yeah, predictably nothing there. Even if there was something there, I'd almost be certain it's bait because it's just too deep, you know? The real question now is, where is Courage? Because, oh, I think I know where it might be. Start a Fire Temple, because those hover boots are still required for something else, right?
Could be still... Hover boots could still just be for ZL access.
Well, no, because hover boots are step number 5, regardless, you know? If the first 4 is for bombs, then boots has to be number 5.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna say it's at the start of Fire Temple. Nevertheless, we'll be finding our next piece very soon, I would imagine.
Ooh,
so this might be a very short seed, actually.
I wonder if we have bombs in... no, that doesn't make sense, because we'd need ZL or Scale for Jabu.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm just trying to think, like, with our hints, what is the most likely place to put a bomb bag?
Well, the bomb bag is step number 4, so there need to be 3 things before it. So it's just kind of a matter of figuring out, like, what things are 3 steps, basically. Could be something like hook shot for the target. No, Lost Woods is dead, so that can't be it. There's a big chest. I would open it right away, honestly.
Yep. And we will see.
Egodev is... No, you go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say, we will see if Yace immediately follows Ego into the well.
I imagine, yes. And... Whoa!
East 2.
That's power for sure. No, not courage, power. unless the tracker knows something we don't.
So they're going with Courage in DC in chat.
Okay. So that would mean 5. No, that makes no sense to me.
Oh, but our Storms is Path Wisdom.
Wait, Storms is Path to Wisdom?
Graveyard Path of Wisdom.
I thought Graveyard was Path to Power.
No, DC, Goron City, and Kakiri Forest are our power paths. At least according to the note sheet.
Well, then in that case, I'm a complete idiot, but...
Well, at the end of the day, you know, if it was picked first, it can still be Courage, right? The sheer volume of sometimes hints is throwing me through a loop.
I don't know. It to me doesn't add up, but we'll see.
Strength hovers, ZL storms.
If the graveyard is path to wisdom, if that's what people are saying, then I think it's for the slingshot, and I think we might be actually looking into Child Spirit. Because then Requiem, and you have the slingshot to bring the thing down. You know?
But we have our Rudos and Rang still on the path, right?
For Jabu, you mean? But it makes no sense where their ZL's located. I don't know. We need to find skills somewhere in that case. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Bombang Rudo's letter. Rang. ZL. Is 4. But Burning Cack is just Sun Song, right?
Right.
Because not concern, but like Child Spirit, you have a slingshot. You don't need, like, Rang shouldn't be a path.
Yeah, exactly.
Pushing that way, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking if Graveyard is path to wisdom and there's a slingshot in the graveyard, which was from Denpei digging, I think that's probably pointing us towards Child Spirit more than anything. For what, I couldn't tell you, but I think it's something that would unlock access to the bombs.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm slow. I was thinking Burning Cack. No, Jabu's on OoT, which is Epona's. So Epona's is behind Bombs, Rudo's letter, and a Rang. Plus, presumably ZL.
Oh, not a big chest.
Access to Jabu.
Bomb bag.
There's our bombs. You know, for how much I played this game, I don't know how I mix up Burning Cack and OOT so much.
That's alright. Quite alright. All I know is that I want to see the spoiler log for this mess.
So the only thing I want to know for that bomb bag is if we had bomb lock keys. I wasn't watching that close.
I don't think so.
Maybe just ZL lock then? Presumably?
I think so, yeah. We still have no way of accessing ZL aside from the hover boot, so the hookshot might be in Spirit, maybe? Because then you have Requiem, you have, no, maybe, I don't know. Because then you have Requiem and Hookshot, that's 2, right? And those are accessible very early on. Then you can go over to Child Spirit, get the hookshot there, and then with the hookshot we can go get ZL, and then we can get Storms, that's 5 that we've wisdom. In what chat's saying is true, but no, wisdom is 4, that can't be it. I don't know, I don't see it. I'm thoroughly confused as well at this point, I'll be honest with you.
So our working theory is strength, hovers, ZL, storms, bomb bag, magic, Yace's second piece at 43 minutes.
I'm 100%. I am 100% convinced that Graveyard was Path to Power. I feel like that's what I read. That's what I saw. I'm 100% sure. And if I'm wrong, then everyone can Pepe laugh at me, okay? That's fine. They can all be like, haha, he doesn't know Pepe laugh.
Dastar's calling the VOD dive.
Alright, okay.
So...
Well, what doesn't make sense to me is that we know something is that DC is Path to Power. We agree on this, right? And so far, the only thing we found in DC so far is those hover boots. And the hover boots so far is the only way we can access CL. I really want them to return to DC. If it's not hover boots, then it has to be something else there. So I don't know. I'm really stuck on that. But I feel like I've seen it. I feel like I've seen Graveyard's Path to Power. I'm so convinced. It just doesn't make sense to me.
So, like, right now we have Strength, Hover, ZL, Storms, gives us Wisdom. You add in the Bomb Bag, that gives us Courage.
Of course, Strength gives us access to the fucking power as well. Oh, we got that really early on, those 0. No, everyone's completely right. I'm an idiot. Never mind.
Bomb Bag gets us Rudos off of Pot Rotter.
No, everyone's correct. Never mind. You're completely right. Strength gets us access to Hovers. Hovers gets access to ZL. ZL gets access to Storms. That's 4. That would be Wisdom. Then you have Bombs, which gives us access to Courage. Then Power is still left. Yeah. No, you guys are completely right.
Yeah. And then, I was just confused when people started going, the pieces in Jabu. And that only makes sense if you have a path Strength. But based on what we know about the seed so far, Strength has to be our 4th item. Right? So the Boomerang and Rudos puts us exactly at 7.
Yeah, because one Strength is Bomb locked. We know that one, the one in the pot. And there's still another Strength somewhere out there, but it might also be Bomb locked.
Yeah, so... Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a... You know, this is one of those things. Is it faster to save quit from Kakiri Forest or warp to Nocturne?
I don't know. Wouldn't it be faster to go through Lost Woods and then die? Oh, wait, we don't have... Well,
no scale.
Yeah, no scale.
I'm pretty confident that we are not going to be seeing ice. Oh, Jace, what are you doing? This isn't League, this isn't Scrubs. Skip your skulls. You know where you're trying to go to win.
Yeah, I think Ice Cavern is more likely than Jabu personally, but who knows?
It's the Rang being on the path. That says,
the Rang is on the path for sure, we know that?
Yes, because it's what was found in Kakiri Forest. Yeah.
Gross.
Exactly. That's why I've been so like, man. Oh,
yeah, I've completely lost track of the seed, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
This is why you know I don't do commentary when I'm relied on to figure the seed out, because I can't. I'm an idiot when it comes to Triforce Blitz.
No.
Yes, I am.
This is an extreme. I know, a hook shot on Frogs in the Rain.
Yeah, but we don't need that for nothing.
Yeah, this is presumably an extremely fast seed. So just being able to put it together while commentating, watching two different people play through the game.
Well, it's more than I just completely mixed up the hints, because I only have one screen, so I never have the hint sheet open.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm running 2 monitors, so.
God, I wish I still had 2 monitors. I sold my other monitor a while ago, and I regret that decision every day.
Deku foolish. Not that we care anymore. That's our 5th.
Yeah. Wow, great. It's Deku foolish.
Yeah.
Nice. That would be a nice change if it was possible. Because if we could just make it so that Jabu's mouth is always open, we don't have to go get stupid fish. I mean, you already have the Jabu shortcut open. Why not just have Jabu open in the first place?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This
just make
trip
it free.
down, yeah, this trip down to the fish, I don't like it.
Yeah. Quit checking stones. You. Like when they first entered River, this could have literally come down to how clean is your Jabu fight, and how fast can you get your emotional support fish to open Jabu.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I don't want to be too disparaging towards anyone, but you know, it is almost part of my role as commentator. But I feel like just in general, Egodev's movement and execution has been a little bit tighter than Jace's. And okay, never mind, we're checking stones.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and like, I'm not trying to, you know, be rude or.
No, me neither.
Anything like that towards racers. It's just we have all the info.
Yeah.
We are confident about what the play is, and so it's like it's like watching sports. You wanna shout at the screen to the sports team to be like, no, do the thing.
Sports. I don't like going outside.
I was trying to you know speak to the wider audience. I don't know. I play Ooter and I eat and sleep and work. That's
it's a life. It's an existence. Not a bad one. Eating and sleeping. What about drinking? Do you drink at all?
Of course.
Oh, good. Well, you know, that's one more thing you can add to the list. Your activities went up by 25%.
Yeah, I'm a multi-talented individual.
Yeah, I'm a professional drinker.
Yeah. You want to see me at true form, eat, drink, and play Zooter at the same time.
Oh no, what the fuck? Multitasking? Oh shit. Yeah. I can barely do one thing at a time, let alone 3 things at a time. Well.
It's 2:30 in the afternoon, Dasker. It's a little early even for me.
2:30 in the afternoon.
You know, this could
My day
still,
is almost over.
This could still end up with, you know, if Yace decides to go to Baronade instead of doing the back.
Yeah, I would consider it personally. Because these checks they're slow. And Baronade is slow too, but at least you know it's always going to be locked behind the boomerang, yeah? So
yeah. And I've said this on stream before, where like the fact that Stingers is gone from Jabu, great.
Yeah, great change. You know, I will say I'm a little bit lost as to why we are here right now.
I'm assuming you're referring to Fountain Parry?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
No, this makes perfect. No, what Ego is doing makes sense, but you know, we got a huge rupee, so that's worth it, I guess. Big money.
Yeah. Well to Courage, so that's our bombs confirmed.
Yep. Yeah, no, it all makes sense. It all adds up. Oh, that's a big one.
This could be it.
Well, no, because we don't need Boomerang to get here, right?
Yep. You needed to kill the GGs.
Oh, there it is. Huh?
Yeah, you need the Boomerang to kill the tentacle to spawn the chest.
Oh,
And then the bubble room is locked behind killing the first tentacle.
Is it? I thought the bubble room
yeah.
was always accessible. Oh.
No, all 3 Jabu checks and Blitz are hard rang locked. But
Okay.
yeah, GG's.
GG's to Egodev taking round 2 of this, game 2 of round 2. Eliminating Jace from the tournament, unfortunately. But, that's how it is sometimes.
Absolutely.
I'm not informed today.
This is a very intense run. Which is honestly why I love Blitz. Like, you can see when it's the difference in a couple stones, a couple checks, right?
Yeah.
Makes all the difference.
It really does, yeah. Thank you, GLHF. Let's see if we can get the runners in for a interview. So I see Dastar has unmuted himself. Oh, you were never muted.
Just deafened.
Deafened.
I see an Egodev. GG's.
Yeah, GG's. Congratulations on winning round 3. Give us your thoughts on the seed, I suppose.
You might be muted in Discord.
You might be. Nope.
Wait a second. Okay. Can you hear?
Yeah, I could hear him.
All right.
Well, let's just start again. Congratulations, Egodev, on winning round 3, game 2 against Jace. You'll be progressing on to round 4. Give us your thoughts on the seed, I suppose.
I miscounted something. I was kind of surprised when I thought that Triforce piece. I was expecting a hammer there, to be honest. So, but the seed was so jet that I didn't have time to think.
Because what did you think? You thought there was still one more item ahead before you got the Triforce piece, and you were expecting a hammer, I suppose, for fire. But
yeah,
yeah,
I was expecting that.
Okay. Well, I think we figured it out in chat, but basically the paths completely convert. Like, if you have the 3 paths for each Triforce piece, they're basically just all the same in the beginning, and it's basically strength from anywhere. Basically, I think the one that they were asking for is in London Ranch.
Yep.
Yeah. Then you go get your hover boots in DC. With your hover boots,
Yeah.
you can go pick up the ZL storms. Then you get bombs in DC, and then with your bombs you can go get I'm so bad words. Sorry, the letter and the boomerang, and that's 7. That makes it all add up.
Yeah, I was confused about for the 4 pieces which one was with it, because like I counted like you guys too. So I was thinking 5 steps there. I didn't understand the one with 4.
Yeah, so the well is our 4 step. And I think what was throwing like us off in chat and on comms and probably yourself is that Lon strength ends up being path.
Yeah, that seems to be the fear. Oh, it has to be, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So at this point, something wasn't path. It's problem with this, and it must be the strength, because everything else, or a hook shot, never know.
Well, we found one hook shot and it was locked behind bombs, I believe. So.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's probably strength then.
It has to be, yeah. Otherwise, it doesn't make much sense. It has to be strength for hovers, and then the rest all checks out.
Yeah, because the hard part was really counting the steps, because I was like over counting, So, and since I never found a duplicate or something else to help in the requirement for some of these checks, I was kind of wondering the end of the seed. So that's why I was expecting something in Jabu, not the Triforce piece.
Oh,
but
and
since
we
you
also
guys have the knowledge, now I understand.
Egodev.
GG's, Yasef.
Yeah, on GG's, Joseph. Sorry for the outcome for the seat. Unfortunately, this will be the last we'll see of you in this tournament. But I think you put up a really good fight, and it was really close actually. You weren't far
Very.
behind at all.
Actually, I was lost because I didn't know if I'm looking for the Courage Triforce or for the Force Triforce for the last one. I think it's the Force. So I go to Jabu, but I was a little bit afraid because I was thinking Jabu is a path for an AD to go to GTG. So I don't think I had a good reflection here.
Well, at one point, that was my working theory was the Path Rudo's Path Rang gets you Eponas for logical GTG access.
Okay.
But it works out that Jabu is power.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So strength,
Okay.
strength hovers, ZL storms for one.
I was kind of surprised too, yes. Like, wait, what? It's here? Really?
Yep. Yeah, I was really confused on this race because we had a lot of hands and we didn't know where to go quickly. We have to go to Jabu quickly and think quickly about GTG or Spirit or I didn't know. I was a little bit lost.
Yeah, it's a lot of options, and in a seed like this, not a lot of time. Just out of curiosity, how many seeds have you guys played where you've had to deal with sometimes hints in Blitz races?
Wow, that was something, man. I was like, stop giving sometimes hints. Please give me paths. Like this, I have a feeling that this is Jet. It just needs some directions, man.
Oh,
What's happening? And the moment I got Hutu's letter, I was like, I will just go because this looks like a Jet seed. I will just go. I even threw the chicken in river. I was thinking getting that Faroes, and I was like, no, it's too Jet.
That was a good play. GG, Egodev.
Thank you, Yasef. GG's.
Yeah, great playing from both of you. It was a very fun race to watch, as frantic as it was.
Yeah, frantic and fast.
At least I hope you liked the second seed because the first one, man, oh boy, was
yeah.
Man, getting a non-hit in the claim check to do stuff. Yeah, that was terrible.
Sorry, did I just hear the words unhinted claim check?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unhinted.
You need it. Believe me.
Ouch.
And no path for trail or the claim check itself.
Oh.
It was something, that's it.
No kidding.
I need to excuse myself though from the interview. I need to actually go. I just noticed that I'm being called. I just AFK for a few minutes, but since we're done with the race anyway, I'll be heading off. I'm guessing you guys will wrap it up soon anyway. But thank you very much for having me.
Now they can hear me. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt. Feel free to continue.
Well, I saw your question that you wanted to ask Yace, so I was just gonna let you have it.
Oh, I mean that one pretty much got answered already. I was gonna ask, how did you feel, Yace, when you saw that the hook shot on frogs?
Oh, I was thinking about forest, but
Yeah.
I don't go. Yeah, but I didn't think so to go to forest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the good news is you were on the right track. The bad news is it was just a little too thorough for what was happening at that time. But that's not something you're gonna know at that point. That's the problem. But it was still really fun to watch and see, where y'all went. You guys were in sync a lot of that race. I think, unless I'm hallucinating because I've done 3 of these today. But anyway, no, it was a lot of fun to watch you guys, and obviously, Egodev, you're gonna move on to the next round. Yasef, I hope we'll see you at another race event or tournament of some sort. But I
I hope so.
also want to take this opportunity to point out, uh, Egodev, you are now in the semifinals of the Wanderers bracket with Netharian and Mr. Martin. Your opponent has not yet been decided. We're waiting on the end of Zopar, Methinks So, and then the winner of that plays Krez.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so again, that's at most what 4 more races before you even know your opponent. But then you get to play against them, and then we'll have a Wanderers bracket grand final against either for one of you guys, and then Netharian and Mr. Martin, one of them. So it's coming down to the wire here. I'm really enjoying seeing everything just kind of culminate, since I've been trying to keep everything straight since first, and that was, whew. Anyway, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how things shake out, and GG's again.
Thank you, and
Thank you.
GG Egodev
Thank you.
and GL for your next race against Krez. I raced against him, and he's very good player. So
Yeah, I know. I played on weeklies, and I know what I'm
yeah,
going to face. I know.
Yeah, no,
but
from what we've seen, he's definitely someone to watch out for.
yeah,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah,
but,
there's so many like big names and great runners in the Wanderer bracket, yourselves included, that like every matchup is great to watch. It's great content.
Any final thoughts about the seed?
mm,
I'm
not
glad that
specialist.
was fast.
Fair
Because
enough.
my last 3 seeds, oh god. Crossing the desert, lanes for steps for crossing the desert. I don't deserve anything like that. Enough.
Well, maybe Rando Bot will start taking it easy on you soon. We can hope. But if I guess I'm going to just wrap us up here real quick. One last shout out to, oh, I think it actually looks at capital letters. Damn it. There we go. One last shout out to our runners in chat, Egodev and Dante. You'll see their Twitch accounts. Feel free to give these guys a follow. I'm assuming you guys are. I know Egodev. I know you'd play a lot of Zooter. Yes, I'm afraid I actually don't really know too much about you before this tournament. Are you? Do you Zooter play? Do you play Zooter a lot?
Yeah, I play too much against Little Miss Rapper, and I lost. And after that, I go to the Wanderer bracket, and I play against I don't know who,
Sorry, I actually have
it's
this information.
an Englishman. I didn't remember his name. And after that, I was supposed to play against Saria, so I was, oh my god, no.
Yeah, you played you, as you said, you lost to Little Miss Rappa, and then you had Angles,
Yes.
and then obviously, like you said, Saria's object had to drop from the tournament, unfortunately. So here you are. But that's still something. That's still a third round appearance. But yeah, no, it was the words I'm having trouble finding the words I'm looking for. Excuse me.
No problem.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know too much about you, but definitely might. We're definitely gonna have to see you again because you put up a good show. Um, but let's continue on the shoutouts here to our trackers. There it is. Baseball, Netharian, and Shannik, keeping us up to date with all the notes of all of those crazy friggin' sometimes hints, and keeping everything up to date so that we know, or tried to guess at the logic. Let's be real, we still don't know the logic. And yeah, they're pressing all the buttons so that chat can know what's going on. We've got, of course, Ginger Sunny on Race Monitor, and of course the comms today, Spell, designer of the website, who, if you look in the Triforce Blitz announcements channel, you'll notice that there is an update to that coming. Might be pretty cool to check out. And of course, needless to say, last but definitely not least, xtremepsy. You guys killed it on comms. Thanks for keeping us company.
Thank you for the silver gauntlet, and it's very funny settings. It's quick settings, 2 hours. It's very funny, and I hope there's a lot of tournaments in the future.
Yeah, and I mean that's the best part about these settings. If you get a bad seed, you're done in 2 hours regardless. Uh,
Definitely.
yeah, and of course,
And for someone like me who's studying and working, is definitely a good thing.
mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And, you know, actually last, but truly, truly not least, Dastar, thank you for restreaming. So we can all be here and watch this.
who's that?